A massive sea of candles moved across the A&M polo fields. They were carried by people who came to pay their respects. Not just students, but people from the community and from far away. People who feel a connection to A&M, like Wayne McCray of Orange, who drove 3 hours to be here.
I run heavy equipment, dozers and stuff, and clean up where they cut the logs and stuff. And a lot of the kids, you know, they're all just like our own family. And I knew all those kids that got killed.
Former students who know the bonfire tradition intimately came too.
It was kind of neat seeing all the candles around the perimeter and everything. People showing up kind of late, candles kind of streaming in. It was good to see people respectful.
There was no program, only candles and many impromptu tributes. A man with an Aggie flag marched through the crowd. People created makeshift altars on curbs, all symbols of respect to fellow Aggies and a beloved tradition.
It's something that we really treasure, and it's a part of the A&M, community and university.
The tribute was a silent one, no speaker.
You could almost hear a pin drop out there. There's nobody saying anything, nobody's talking.
Finally, music broke the silence, a quiet A&M fight song. And a lone trombone paying homage. The Corps of Cadets marches from the dorms to Kyle Field at every home game. For visiting parents and other spectators, it's a parade. For the Corps, it goes far deeper.
It's about carrying on traditions, living the traditions that Aggieland was founded in back in 1876 when the university was founded with the Cadet Corps. But really it's about friendships.
Some 1,900 Corps members marched with pride after what has been A&M's toughest week. The governor and former President Bush watched from the reviewing stands.
We've truly seen the Aggie family come together through this tragedy. It's been amazing.
At the start of the game, 4 members of the Aggie family, all former students, piloted the F-16s that flew the missing man formation in honor of the 12 students killed in the bonfire accident.
The Fighting Texas Aggie Band, class of 2000, wishes to dedicate their last Kyle Field performance to the 12 Aggies who were killed in the bonfire tragedy, to those injured, to their classmates, families, and friends.
Congratulations, you are a part of the largest crowd to ever watch any Big 12 game and the largest crowd to ever watch football in the state of Texas.
Aggie games are always rich in tradition, but this time each tradition meant a little more.
The game ought to offer a chance for people to think football and to think about the wonders of life.
By adding these special traditions, it just raises the emotion that much, and it gets everyone totally fired up.
The bill went in motion.
The Aggies were behind going into halftime, but a spirited Corps of Cadets performance rallied an already enthusiastic crowd. The Aggie band marched off the field in silence, a tribute to the 12 fallen Aggies.
It was a day so special, the University of Texas band played Amazing Grace instead of its regular halftime show. The Fighting Aggie band responded with its usual precision, but when it marched off in silent tribute to the dead and injured, the largest crowd in Texas football history stood still, the only sound the fluttering of flags.
Thank you.
I just watched, didn't say a word. It was awesome.
It was the awesome middle to a beautiful day, one the Aggies earned the hard way. The day many hoped would ease the pain of losing a dozen young lives.
It definitely won't put an ending to this, but it'll keep the memories, and this will be a good way to keep those memories inside of us forever.
Aggies are trying hard to get on with life. Frank Aswad went ahead and proposed to Gretchen Stockton, but the bonfire tragedy even influenced that.
If anything, it made me get a little bit closer with her and with her family and even my own family.
and our family came down this Thanksgiving, and I think it just brought a lot of things into perspective more than anything.
On Kyle Field, it looked like the Aggies' day when UT's first field goal attempt bounced helplessly off the goalpost. But before long, the Aggies were 2 touchdowns behind and fighting back. Somehow it all came together in a come-from-behind Aggie win.
Does this help ease some of the pain you guys have been going through?
Yeah, it sure does, but we're not going to forget about those guys. There's no way.
We had our 12 Aggie Angels up there pulling for our Aggie team, and they just helped us, and I'm just completely excited. Like she said, speechless.
It was all Aggie pilots who set the mood, flying in the missing man formation over Kyle Field. Long before kickoff, Aggie families began the tough task of trying to resume normal life.
Angie, Carmona, your eggs are almost ready.
For the Andersons of Crowley, the Carmonas of Terrell, and their friends, that meant tailgating, breakfast tacos over an open flame. But nothing is really normal yet. Instead of going home for the holiday, Angie Carmona stayed here.
It's just Dallas, 3 hours away, but I'd rather be here. I mean, this is home to me. This is where my family is, and my dad is more than willing to come down and spend time here with me and my friends.
I was at the candle vigil last night, and it was like really sad.
The eyes of Texas are upon you.
It's not quite normal for Longhorn fans either. David Langford and his friends from Dallas weren't even teased for wearing Texas orange. Maybe it's the white ribbons his mother made with the little 12s to honor the dead.
And it was terrible tragedy. It's something that no school should have to endure.
Perhaps the most special moment of all was halftime. The Texas Longhorn Band played taps.
To the 12 Aggies who were killed in the Bonfire tragedy.
And when the Aggie Band finished its precision routine, members marched off in silent tribute, and the largest crowd in Texas football history stood still.
Thank you.
Only the game itself seemed unaffected. As the Aggies wrestled the horns, Aggie fans found another outlet for the emotions of a roller coaster week.
I guess I kind of expected it to be a little more somber than this, but I think everybody's ready to kind of go on and keep them in our memories, but cheer on the Aggies to a victory.
Indeed, they cheered, and they won. And few would question this was one win the Aggies deserved.
We had our 12 Aggie Angels up there pulling for our Aggie team, and they just helped us.
It was a day some Aggie fans wish had never ended. But in the end, there are still the reminders of the bonfire that wasn't and the lives that were lost in one of the toughest weeks in Texas Aggie history. Gary Reeves, Channel 8 News, College Station.